The fifth initiative is the EIB loan to Centenary Rural Development Bank, SRDF, worth 50 million euros. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The project relates to the lending of 50 million euros to micro entrepreneurs and micro enterprises with a focus on female borrowers. 50% of these must be women. And clients in rural areas, 60% of these must be in the rural areas. Furthermore, the loan will contribute significantly to the objectives of Team Europe Initiative, Sustainable Business for UGANDA, SB4U, and investing in young businesses in Africa, IYBA. By the continued conversation to support Team Europe to Uganda's investment portfolio and, of course, our development agenda as a country. On behalf of Team Europe and on behalf of the co-conveners of the private sector coalition in Uganda, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the Investment Authority, and all the partners, we thank you so much for joining us for what was the high-level session. We will now make a small break for lunch and return at exactly 3 p.m. Our very first session, this oral session, ladies and gentlemen, will start at exactly 3 p.m. where we will be having the presentation of also technical assistance grants and partial credit guarantees. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the support to agricultural revitalization and transformation. Staff facility worth 11.5.
Take over power in Russia. And they start supporting us. Those communists were supporting us from 1912. Then the war among the Europeans, in which we took part. The Africans were fighting for the British, for the French, for the, I don't know what. Our ancestors were in Japan, in Burma, fighting Japanese. So, by 1994, when South Africa gets freedom, we had spent almost 500 years of wasted time dealing with the mistakes created by, first of all, the Ottomans, who were victimizing the Europeans, and then the European victims came and also victimized us. So therefore, we needed to end this nonsense of arrogance. It should not be in trade. I buy your product because I need it. Don't try to impose any of your thinking on me. I know how to think. If something is right, I will see it myself. The Bible says, let your light so shine before men, that they see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Influence people by example. If you think you are right, do good things, people will see you and admire you because of your example, but not because you have stopped my trade, not because you have. This is a non-trade barrier, bringing politics into business. With these few words, it is my pleasure to welcome the delegations to Uganda. Thank you so much.
The continued conversation to support Team Europe to Uganda's investment portfolio and, of course, our development agenda as a country. On behalf of Team Europe and on behalf of the co-conveners of the private sector coalition in Uganda, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the Investment Authority, and all the partners, we thank you so much for joining us for what was the high-level session. We will now make a small break for lunch and return at exactly 3 p.m. Our very first session, this oral session, ladies and gentlemen, will start at exactly 3 p.m. where we will be having the presentation of